Okay, these first problems, I have a hard time trying to figure out which test to use, so.
Yeah, well, we can see if we agree, because I have a hard time too, but I went back and reviewed, and I think I did better.
Yeah.
So, for problem 1, let's see. Oh, that's... Okay. I said test of 2 proportions.
Okay, that's what I had at first, and then I changed it, so let's go with what I had at first.
Okay. Because honestly, identifying what type of test to do is the hardest thing for me, so.
Yeah,
But I went and reviewed a lot, so hopefully.
Yeah. So basically there's 2 states that there or 2 countries they were comparing.
Yeah. And then the data is categorical because they're just putting them in categories.
Right.
So I figured it had to be proportions, and it should be 2.
Right. Okay. Okay, for number 2. So they were determining if there's age discrimination. So that's a yes or no kind of thing, right?
I suppose so, yeah.
So what I put two proportions again, but I'm wondering if it's just one.
I put a paired sample t-test because the age is a number, but there are 2 groups, and so I thought it would be a paired sample t-test because it looks like it's quantitative, but it's 2 groups again.
Yeah, and they do kind of depend on each other.
Yeah, because whatever age group you assign for one, the next group has to include everything else, so.
I could agree with that.
Okay. So for number 3, I put a chi-squared test of independence. Or a test of 2 proportions. I couldn't decide between the 2.
I did the 1 sample proportion. Let's see. The random sample, is that maybe?
It just says you want to determine if the proportion is different. So I was wondering if it's like, yes, it's different, or no, it's not, which would be chi-squared. Or is it a test of 2 proportions, just to see what the difference is? Because it's definitely categorical.
Right. Right. Because their sample's only male. Well, I guess there's a random sample of adults.
Yeah.
248 were classified as heavy players. 152 were male. So the proportion of male heavy lottery players is different than the proportion of males in the population. Should we do the 2 sample?
Sure.
Because I don't know if there's more than 2 samples they're trying to figure out, right?
Are you saying it? Because the chi-squared test, it doesn't matter how many as long as you have 2. I believe so. You're thinking of ANOVA, where you have to have 3 or more.
Huh.
I mean, we can go with either one and change it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do... Let's do the chi then.
Okay. Try that out.
Okay, number 5. I did the independent sample t-test.
I did the paired sample t-test.
Did they depend on each other?
Not necessarily. I just figured everyone who got, the right-handed one also had to do the left.
Right.
But they don't really, choose. It could be just 2 different locks. So I think you might be right with the independent sample t-test.
Okay. Let's go with that one then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, what type of confidence interval?
I did a paired sample for
For
the
5
quiz 6.
or
Yeah.
6?
Yeah. Whichever one you want to go with.
Okay.
Because
Let's see.
if you chose one property, you had to make sure the other person had done it too.
And is it quantitative or categorical?
Let's see. I think it's quantitative because it's like how much they valued it at in money.
Right. It is imperative that the appraisers value the same types of properties consistently. To make sure this is the case, the bank evaluates 6 properties that both appraisers had recently valued. Okay. Go with that.
Okay.
See, I hope there's not a lot of these questions because these throw me off.
I know. Me too. What helped me was I went for all the different hypothesis tests and I looked up like what variables you had and stuff like that, and that helped me a lot. I mean, it didn't make it absolutely clear, but it helped.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. For 6 or 7, whichever you say, I did confidence interval for 2 proportions.
I did, that's what I would say too, the 2 proportion. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then the Oreos, I said the independent.
I said 1 sample T confidence interval because I feel like they're just comparing it to the value of the regular Oreos. And so
They are measuring each Oreo though.
that's true, but that's the double stuff. And then you have to construct a confidence interval to estimate the true mean filling of double stuff.
Take 55 double stuffed Oreos and measure the amount.
Because right now they just want to know about the double stuff Oreos.
Right.
Let's see. The requirements for a 1 sample t-test is we don't know the standard deviation. And then we have a value and a true mean because the company says there's double, so that should be our value. And then if we have the data, we could calculate a standard deviation. And then what one did you think it was? Independent t-test? That one, you have to know which subjects are in group 1. It doesn't tell you anything about who will be in group 2.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So then you said the 1 sample proportion?
1 sample T confidence interval because they're measuring it. They're not like, it's not a value you can't measure. So it should be quantitative, and that would make it a 1 sample T confidence interval.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. For number 9, it's the probability of committing a type 1 error.
Yeah, I know they ask this question, I feel like on every exam.
They do.
I forgot. So yes, I agree.
Yeah, I went and looked it up because I couldn't remember for sure.
I remember the p-value one, but
yeah. So the p-value 1. I did C, the probability of observing a sample statistic more extreme than the one actually obtained, because they said at least as extreme.
Is that C or D on yours?
It's C on mine.
Oh. So 8 on the review is the probability of a type 1 error, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the next one, yeah, that's what I put too.
Awesome. Let's see. And for the next one, I put 95% of all 95 confidence intervals actually contain the true mean.
Two. Sorry, 1 second. I need to text someone back.
Okay.
Number 12. What is the mean of the distribution of the sample proportions? I put C. Is that what you put?
You put what?
Are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
So what did you put?
30.
I put 0.30
Oh.
because to make a proportion, you take your number, which would be 30, and you divide it by 100. So it would be the same thing
Oh, okay.
because that's how big our sample size is. Did you
Right.
already fill in for question 11 on the quiz? Because I think you might have missed it.
The 95 of all 95?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Awesome.
So 0.30.
Yep. I printed out the review and then I wrote on it.
Nice.
It helps because I can actually see what the question is.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. What is the standard deviation? I did 0.046.
Sorry, you cut out.
So did you.
0.046?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I did too.
Awesome. It always makes me more confident. Okay. The next one, I did 0.876.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 15. Oh, what? Didn't ask us to create the margin of error. Oh, shoot. This.
Margin of error. That's not funny.
Oh. We just have to multiply it by 1.96. Right? Because so the margin of error equals z, which if it's 95%, the z-score is going to be 1.96.
Right.
And then it's z times the square root of p times 1 minus p over n, which is the standard deviation, right?
Yes. Well, N is the number. That's your sample size.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, so let's figure out the standard deviation.
The problem is
There's two
two values, so I don't know how to
Eh.
do
Well, it
it.
says P my
There's somewhere you're gonna go. You're gonna go to for rubric.
Okay. Well, we have it for the confidence interval, but I think we just do it for both of them, and then we add them together.
Okay, I'm gonna try putting it in the Excel sheet because the Excel sheet will give you P hat 1 and P hat 2. And then the following says P1
Sorry.
minus P2. What did you get for the upper and lower bound?
Okay, for the upper bound and lower bound, it's E on the exam review, so it's negative 0.003 for the lower bound and 0.029 for the upper bound.
Okay, I agree with that.
Awesome.
So I'm just gonna try this. We'll see if it works.
Okay, sounds good.
63, 61. And then 579 is 15. What type of test is it? Just
It is, yeah, no difference.
I think it's just the difference. There's no difference versus there is.
So
then P1 minus P2. 0.039 minus 0.026. 0.013.
So you did that by subtracting the proportions from each other?
Yes.
Okay, let's go with that. What was the number again? 0.03?
0.013.
Okay, awesome. And then the next two are the lower and upper bound. So I've already entered mine. Just tell me when you're ready.
Let me just double check something.
Okay.
Because there's also that equation where you can do upper bound minus lower bound divided by 2.
Oh,
Let me see if it's the same thing. Just out of curiosity.
I doubt it would be the same.
I know. Minus negative point. Whoa. It's close.
Yeah?
0.016.
Which one would you go with?
I think I want to figure out is when we have like the point estimate or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
add or subtract. Here. negative 0.003 minus 0.013. I don't know which one.
Because I know
Upper
the
bound minus lower bound. Oh. Okay, I found it. So to find the point estimate, you do the P1 minus P2.
right.
So 0.039 minus 0.026, which is 0.013. Okay. So then, well, sorry. Which is our point estimate. Oh.
Why are you trying to find the point estimate again?
Just so that I can like double check the upper and lower bounds to see if whatever we use for the margin of error, we can get to that point estimate. So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Okay. 3 plus 0.016. There we go. Equals 0.013, which is the point estimate, and then 0.029 minus 0.016 equals 0.013. Okay.
Oh, good. I understand what you're doing now.
Okay, so then the lower bound, negative 0.003. The upper bound, 0.029.
Yep. And for 18, I did P1 equals P2, and P1 does not equal P2 for the alternative.
Yes.
Okay, what is the one for the
Okay. So our test statistics should be the same since everything else has been so far. I have 1.45.
Yes, me too.
Yes. Awesome.
I don't know why, but I didn't get that. Oh yeah, I did. But the first time I did it, I did not get it.
Yeah.
So I just chose what was closest. But cool. Okay, and then the p-value is 0.145.
And then I said we failed to reject HO, so I said no, failed.
Yes. No, I failed to reject HO. So it's the last answer on the quiz.
Yeah. Okay. For 22, this one I went and I found an online calculator.
Did you get 6.580?
Let me look. I'm trying to find it. Yes, I did. Yeah, exciting.
And the p-value 0.087.
Yep.
Then they all like interact still, like what do you?
And I put no, the p-value is greater than 0.05.
I did that too.
Right on.
Right on, sister.
And then the next one What do you conclude? And the P, so we have evidence.
Just say that being a morning or evening person is independent of age.
Just want to make sure I don't. Do you have sufficient evidence to conclude that age makes a difference in whether a person is a morning or night person?
We weren't even trying to test that, were we? I think
I
it
don't
was
even know.
just. Oh,
But I'm
I guess
just
they did
trying
have
to-
different ages, yeah.
To compare how the questions worded in the review to how it's worded in the quiz.
Yeah, see, I don't remember.
Sufficient evidence to conclude that age makes a difference in whether a person is a morning or night person.
Right. So we failed to reject it, so it's gonna be one of those.
Oh, this is the whole chi-square. So it's
Independent, not independent.
so if we're failing to reject the null, that means the null is correct. So it is independent.
Okay.
B.
We have insufficient evidence to say that being a morning or evening person is independent of age. But I thought we said that it was independent, but we failed to reject it.
Here, let's go back up real quick. So the null is being a morning or evening person is independent of age. And then being a morning or evening person is not independent of age.
Right.
So we failed to reject the null.
Mm-hmm.
Stands corrected. Right?
Right. I just think, I don't know,
That's what I was smelling.
probably
I was like walking down the hall. I'm like,
right.
It smells so good.
It just feels wrong.
I know, it's a weird. Why do they have to word it like this?
Because I almost think it's we have insufficient evidence to say that being a morning or evening person is not independent of age.
Pepsi versus.
That's true.
Like
That's true.
I have my extra lunch, so
Well,
I'm getting it.
Not
if
just.
we get it wrong, we know which one it is.
Okay, so let's go with yours then.
I'm gonna go with C. You can go with what you want.
Well, I might as well do the same. Okay.
Those are confusing. Those were
I know, their wording is so weird.
wording.
Okay, where are we?
So it's 3%.
Okay, 26. So it's 23 on the review.
Okay, guys, I'm lost. I was like, I don't know where we are anymore.
I got B on the review, so 0.19, comma 0.310.
Yeah, I got that too.
And 3
Okay.
lit credits. So is it skip one main classic? It wasn't about how long you attended the class. It was about what you scored on that AUP exam.
And then
So, yeah, because of those.
what'd you get for the next one?
I got 1,537.
Me too.
Yeah, and that's why I do that.
The next one I put the null P equals 0.2, and then the alternative P is greater than 0.2.
Same here. So on our quiz it is E. It would be E.
Yes.
Okay. And for the next one, I just put N times, well, I put A on the quiz.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, because they didn't give us the numbers. so that's best as we can do.
The alumni office.
T-stat, I got 1.768.
Same here. And for the p-value, I got 0.039.
Yep. So I said yes, I rejected null.
I did the same. Plus. Ooh, that other one has such long information.
I know.
Okay, they're wanting the lower bound. Did we calculate the lower bound?
We're supposed to on number 30 ask us to calculate a 95% interval for the mean.
Yeah,
This
it's
is where you have to find the difference.
Why you? Seniority?
because when we were doing it on our prep, they just asked us to find the confidence interval and not the lower and upper bound. Oh, wait. No, we have the lower and upper. Haha, just kidding. Okay.
It's the same thing.
Okay. So I have negative 0.01262 for the lower bound.
Okay, so then we round, yeah, so then I rounded it to negative 0.013. That sound right?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
And then for the upper bound, negative 0.002.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. For the degrees of freedom, I got 99.
Yep. That's what I got too. And
Awesome.
then for the t-stat, I got negative 2.803.
Same. For the p-value, I got 0.006.
Yes. So then based on that, we have sufficient evidence to say that the true mean is different
Mhm.
than 2.95.
Yeah, so it's
So
A in the quiz, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Upper and lower bound. For some reason, I calculated it and I forgot to write it down. That doesn't make any sense. I might still have it up here.
For the lower bound, I got 8.728.
Okay, so did I. I just found it.
Awesome. And then the upper bound, 10.455.
Yeah.
I mean, naturally.
For the
Yeah, I know.
t-stat,
One sec, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready now.
for the t-stat, I got 22.446.
Same here. Okay. And the degrees of freedom would be 40.
Yes. So for the p-value, I just got 0.
Yeah, so I was thinking, didn't we say before that if we got 0, we just made it 0.001? Or do we just go with 0?
I remember on past quizzes, I just put 0 and it works.
Just put 0? Okay. Sounds good. Then,
Hopefully, right.
well, yeah. So I said yes because we rejected the null for the next question.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Let's do this.
Oh, of course. It's choosing to be slow now.
Yeah, mine too. Okay, we got 79.07.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay, do you want to go over the ones we missed, or do you think you've got it?
I do. I haven't seen which ones we missed yet. It's not.
Okay, so we got the first one wrong. It's not a test of two proportions. So I was
Okay.
wrong.
Don't worry about those. Those are so hard to me.
I know, they're tricky. That's for sure.
I'll tell you what I would have done had I actually done.
Well, we're comparing the United States and Korea. We have one set of data, and its education level leads me to believe it's categorical. So the only other categorical ones that would fit would be either the confidence interval for one proportion or the chi-square test. We want to determine if education level differs between managements.
So I can print them off though, I can give you
I think it's chi-squared. What do you think?
I turned in
That's
my
what I
original one.
changed it to when I first went through it again.
Yeah, because one proportion, I mean, there's only one set of data, but they're dividing it between the United States and Korea.
And think of a weird allergy, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Has your quiz loaded yet?
It's up
It's
there.
not like you have to do
Awesome.
anything with the allergies, just make up a weird allergy.
Okay,
like
so
you're
we'll
allergic
do-
to,
One is the chai.
Yeah. Okay, and then for
No, that is awful. We would be assessing you.
next one, it's not a paired.
But that's like a life-threatening thing. First, remember, like, this is after.
So, what, did we both agree on that before or not?
No, be struck by lightning. I told you
I
about it.
didn't say much.
He knows how to treat
I
you.
just don't do
I
them very
told you
well.
about how to say it if you're
But
gonna
for
check
this
out.
one, I thought that it might have been a
No,
two
your head
sample.
just needs to be lower than your shoulders.
Oh, just lower than shoulders?
And crouch.
Yeah,
So like lower than your knee.
That-
There's 2 groups.
seems like the only other one that's
Wasn't like what I saw.
It's
viable.
called lightning.
Because I was sure it was paired sample, but now it's not.
Was it cold here in the spot?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with two proportion.
Really low. You know that's so low.
Wow, it's like we got all of them wrong. So the next one.
It's
Um,
only 4 or 5. We got the rest right though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, these beginning ones, yeah.
they're
Oh my
They're
goodness.
tricky. So it's
Just pretend that
not
you, like,
chi
were
squared.
running down like this
Could
height.
it be the test
this
of
height
two
is my
proportions?
Running down this height.
For number 4.
What is that?
Yeah,
Switchback.
because
And
it's
you're going around
proportion
switchback
of
because you're
male
racing
heavy
with
lottery
other
players
And you slip and
and proportion of
fall on
males in the
gravel and just
population.
scrape your whole self up.
So it's
I-
either,
This
yeah,
happened to my brother.
I'd say that.
okay.
Tell me about all the time.
And then 5.
That's like that. Not anymore. It's just.
This is a 2 different combination locks. What did we do on this one? Independent?
We did independent. I thought it was the paired sample
What does SOAP stand for?
Right.
because they're given each
SOAP,
lock.
SOAP notes stand for.
Symptoms.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Okay,
much
let's do that one.
the subjective symptoms, the objective symptoms, the assessment, and the plan.
Okay,
Okay. 6 we got right.
7 was right, 8 was right.
Symptoms.
Got everything right until 14.
No, the S doesn't stand for symptoms. It's subjective,
Subjective.
subjective symptoms, objective symptoms, the assessment, and then the
What
plan.
is
Love it.
the probability that you're going to sample?
I never put anything in additional
the
notes.
sample
I always
proportion
put
less
that
than
meeting.
0.5.
Did you remember to ask that for meeting?
I would put that in C.
That one was hard for me, but then I thought I did right.
Well, do we get this? If we could get the z-score,
Mm-hmm.
then we just make sure we do half of the normal probability app, right?
Scratches.
Yeah.
What's the these body?
So we have the, so to find the z-score, we need the value minus the mean divided by the standard deviation. So we have the standard deviation and we have, and the sample would be 0.25, right? I mean the value.
Yeah, it should be.
So let's see, 0.25 minus 0.3 equals that divided by 0.046 equals 1.08. Oh, 8.7, and then so then if I do it that way, I get 385.
Okay, so it would be A on the prep. I just used the spreadsheet before, but that's probably the right way to go about it.
And that's what I did too. That's why I changed my answer, because on 13 there is an option to put 0.13,
Right.
so maybe it's that.
I think you're right.
Okay.
The next one, I got that one wrong too. So that was the margin of error.
Wait, which one did we get wrong?
15. So I'm trying to find it.
Wait, 15. We got it right.
We did? Maybe I,
Did you put 0.013?
yeah, I did.
I thought I said change it to 0.016. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just go change that.
So to find that, I did the upper bound minus the lower bound divided by 2.
Okay. upper minus lower. 5 by 2. Okay. Sorry, must not have been paying enough attention. Let's
Oh,
see.
you're good.
Then 25.
Yes, you got it wrong. So you're probably right. So 25 is gonna be D.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, what? We got the blue upper and lower bounds wrong.
Really?
Yeah,
Which problems are those?
34 and 35.
Hmm. Let's see. And we each independently found the upper and lower. Let's see. Blue. Where's
I honestly doubt it. They're so dumb. I wouldn't want to go through and read all of those.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't know what. Let's see.
You don't need to fill that in
Okay,
because we don't have to flood.
so
Maybe when you went in, did you put in a test value box that it was 0.295?
I did. So maybe we should try it with 0 and see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Okay. One sample test. Well, I can do it. I've got mine all pulled up if you want.
Okay,
Should be fine.
I'll try. It should pull up. It just disconnected, but if it doesn't, I might not be able to.
Right. Let's see. So yeah, I got completely different values. So the lower is 0.282, and the upper.
Is this our? Here, one sec. I'm gonna compare it to our review.
Okay.
Oh, just kidding. It doesn't give us options.
Yeah, it
Keep going.
doesn't. And then the upper one is 0.293.
Okay. Will you read those one more time?
Yes. So the lower is 0.282, and the upper is 0.293.
0.293.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 2 and 0.293. And those round to those, or do they round up at all?
I rounded it to that, yeah.
Okay.
And I checked a couple times to make sure I did it right. I hate to lead you astray. Okay, let's see.
No, you're good.
That's all of them.
So. Okay, well, do you want to input them together again, or do you want to just
I
sign
think
off?
we just do it separately because my class is going to start pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. I haven't looked at the worksheet for the collect the data thing yet,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if we'll need to meet necessarily
Okay.
because we both have to do the worksheet, that part, we both have to do it.
Right.
So we'll just be in touch though, and if we need to meet Thursday, we will.
Yeah, because we need to have each other's data as well.
Oh yeah. So if anything, we'll make sure we send that to each other.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll send mine to you and you can send yours to me. Should I put it in SPSS or do you care or Excel?
That's gold, and I've already done gold, and I've already
Okay.
bought gold purchases.
Okay.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I'll get that to you tomorrow because I have all the values, but I haven't put them in any program yet.
Yeah.
Mostly,
More of our fruit snacks.
mostly, Kyle, my husband, he just ate them and ate them and ate them. So he did most of it because he knew he had to count them. He had to eat them. It's like, wow, we went for 30 bags, 32 bags in like 3 days. That's kind of gross. Okay. Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
we don't have to post, do we? It's the test.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I remembered to click start broadcast.
Well, it does. It does give us the option. Like, I think there is a section for the group meeting, but if there's not, then don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll just check.
Okay. Well, good luck on the test.
Thank you. Same for you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.